So hi everyone, today we'll try to understand how we can estimate the parameters of an ARIMA model, that is P, T and Q, using autocorrelation and partial autocorrelation plots. So I've already explained in a previous video what is ARIMA and what is partial correlation, autocorrelation and autocorrelation. So let's get started. How we can estimate the parameters for autoregression, moving average and integrated function using autocorrelation and correlation plots. So let's get started with this. So first of all, we would be plotting autocorrelation as you can see in this image and partial autocorrelation. Now the next step is to select a confidence interval. So for now, we will be selecting a 95% confidence interval. And if you remember basic statistics, for 95% confidence interval, the z-score is 1.96 plus minus 1.96. Now, as z-score is calculated over the whole population and we have a sample of data set, so either you can go with z-score or you can go with the t-score also. So in case of t-score, we would be dividing 1.96 by the square root of the total number of samples present. So once this is done, what we need to do is that depending upon the z-score or the t-score, upon your confidence interval, you will be plotting these dotted lines as you can see in this particular image. Now, as you can see that now we need to detect the point where autocorrelation line is crossing these dotted lines for the very first time. Similarly, for partial autocorrelation function also, we would try to see that at what point this particular blue line is crossing this confidence interval for the first time. Now, if you look into the plot, the values are somewhere 1 and 2. Like if you look very closely, this the line is getting crossed for the first time at this point, and for partial autocorrelation the line is getting crossed for the first time at this particular point. So basically, whenever at point the point where autocorrelation is crossing this confidence interval for the first time, that would be leading to the value of p, that is for autoregression, the order of autoregression. And where the partial autocorrelation function is crossing this threshold, we can assume it to be the value for the order for moving average model. Now the order for the d, that is for the integrated part. So the number of time you have done self differencing for your data for your time series to make it stationary, that would be your order for I. So if you have a self difference by the order of 1, then it would be then d equals to 1. If you have self difference by an order of 2, then the difference would be 2, then the value for d would be 2. So in this way you can, using the autocorrelation partial autocorrelation function, estimate the value of pd and q using in ARIMA model for time series for